So now to finish up the basic functionality of the setup dialog box, we really only have two minor things to deal with. Number one is when we first open up this box, it's empty. So if we clicked OK, we'd be sending a bad value back to our plugin. And the second part of it is when we click OK, we need to have some way for the main part of our plugin to get the selected value from our setup dialog box. So let's take care of both of those real quick. It's pretty easy to handle both. So back into our tutorial. In the setup dialog, which is where we're going to be basically doing most of the work in this part of the tutorial. Let's first handle how we're going to deal with the combo box values. We're going to use selected index for everything. In the combo box, in that drop down that comes down, the top item is index 0, the one underneath it is index 1, then index 2, etc. We're going to use that both to actually this shouldn't be here. We're going to use that both to set the default value and to also tell our plugin what value was selected. So to set the default value, you just go to your combo box selected channel. Okay, and we're going to set the selected index to 0. So what that basically is telling you, it's saying, hey, the first one in the list, put that automatically in as the selected item. And at the end, I'll show you what that looks like. We'll build it and run it. Next, we need a way for basically to get the selected value from our setup dialog into our output plugin. And to do that, we're going to make a custom property. Basically, we're going to send back an integer of whatever the selected index we selected. So public int, let's call this selected channel. And how you do a property is you have two options, either a get or a set. A get is if another program needs a value, it will call our setup dialog's get process. So we just type get, and we'll just return that combo box selected index, combo selected channel dot selected index. Oh, forgot the. Okay, now in the in our output plugin, we should be able to get that integer value of whatever was selected, and we would only want to get that if the OK button was pressed. So let's get that. We'll get a new integer. We'll just call that selection. Okay, and that is going to be what we want to do is we want to get to that get value that we just made, and that is in using our dialog object selected channel. Okay, so now we have basically our dialog box has done basically everything we need it to do. So let's just test it out real quick. Now we don't have the selected index doing anything, so we're just going to have to trust that actually working. Go to plugin, setup, let's make this 9 just for testing. Plugin setup, automatically set to channel 9. Click OK. We're going on blind faith that that sent it back, which it should have, no problems. So in the next section, we'll actually dig more into our friend setup node, so that we can actually save that value and use it later.